What time is it, boys and girls? It's time for the Children's Corner. And this is Grandpa Tom. We got Farmer the Frog here. We got Mr. Elephant that wants to say hello to all the kitties and make sure you water the plants for your that you have for your mom and dad and grandparents. And this is Pinkie Pie. She always helps out. And our new little addition to our family is Darlene the snail. She likes to help out too. And of course we got Mrs. Elephant, Little Stash, Little Helcha, and Uncle Joe Vacuum. Everybody's here welcoming everybody to the Children's Corner. Today we're going to go hunt for rocks. So if you can go out with your mom and dad or your grandparents or your aunts and uncles and just take a walk and look for rocks, or you can get little statues and make nice little displays, little sceneries like this one here. This is just a piece of pumice that I found, and it looks like a mountain on a river of ice surrounded by water. Something so you can use your imagination. Or if you don't have any rocks and you have some statues, you can always make a fisherman with a dead tree. This is a Portulacara half for children, and it was dead on Grandpa here, but I put some sand here, and you got some dark water with the fisherman fishing for fish, and a little sandbar where he put his boat on. Something like that you can do. But if you're going out looking for rocks and you don't have sand or anything to decorate it with, you can get a piece of shale. I found this. It was like from one of the old fish tanks back in the day when they made slate bottoms for the fish tanks. And you can just get a rock from the fish store and just mount it on there. And you got a little cave sitting there. Or if you can't find some, you only can find some small rocks. Let's see how we can do this here. If you can only find some small rocks, like this one, you can get an old cap from any kind of a container. And let's see what I have here. And then you can place it. You can place some soil there. That's any black dirt, you know, you can have. Just smooth it around in your dish. And you can see the nice coloration in the stone. And this can be a mountain. A nice little mountain. And all you do is stick it in. Just like that. And you can see all the crevices where the ground was scorched from the heat and everything. And it could be like little walkways, little paths where they were going down the mountain. Something like that. Something real simple and easy to do. Now we have another, if you can't find a big rock and you found only a little rock like I found over here, you can always take some sand. I got some white sand. You can get this at Michael's. Your parents can go and get it there. And just stick it in a little cap. Just like that. And it'll flatten itself out. And just push it into the sand. And look at that. You have a mountain in the snow. Look at that. Something different. Use your imagination. Now, say you're walking around and look what I found. This is just a hunk of concrete that was broken off. I found this, but if you look at it and you can use your imagination, this looks almost like a wolf or a puppy dog because it's got the nose here and the shaping of the mouth and the eyes. Look at that. And then you can put it on a dish, any kind of a dish. Just put it down like that. And let's see what we can find over here. Instead of using the white for snow, because sometimes you can't find it if you have sand. Take some sand and just take a spoon and just put it around. Just like that. Just put it in there, and it's going to be like, you know, sometimes the water is green from a lot of algae in the water. And you can just put it like that and have it like a display in water. Or you can just take the sand and just sprinkle it for a little bit of a walkway back here. Or you can just leave it as a big display. This is the land. And the land is jutting out into green water. And with this sand, this is torpedo sand that Grandpa has. And you can see the little rocks in it. It gives it more of a scenery like a little mountain. A rough mountain with peaks and valleys and stuff in there, and it's sitting on the land, and you got the water here for just make believe. So you can take a little bit more out if you want and make a couple of islands here, like islands in the distance, just like that. Something simple and easy to do. Now, say you're walking and you found some lava rock. Here's a lava rock. I've wet it. And you can see in here, this is like a little alcove, like an undercutting where the mountain receded into there from the weather and everything. Or you can, and then on the top, you can see where the water came in, rushing in. I don't know if you can see that. And then all you do is you take the rock and you put it here. Now, what am I going to do with this one? Okay, instead of sand, let's take our cover and put it back on so we don't lose everything. I got some gravel. I just put it in the dish. Just like that. And just keep it simple. You don't have to be extravagant. Just like that. And you can take your rock and push it in like that. And take your gravel and put it on the sides to hold your rock a little bit in place. But now you can see this is like a mountain, and you can see where the water was flowing into here. Let me put this a little closer so you can see it. That little hole, that little crevasse in there where the water goes in, and you can see the little cave structure with the inside the setting. So use your imagination. Don't be afraid. Try it out. Now, say you just found a little rock and you have no sand or anything. All you can do is put a little mountain on a little pedestal. I found this at the, I think I found this at the thrift store. And it's just a rock and snow. It's a white pedestal. It gives a simulation of snow. You can see the, where's my little chopstick? If you look under here, you can imagine this as a little cave under there where the water or the snow is flowing into there. And you just got something like that, a mountain on a frozen tundra or a frozen landscape. Just something different. Tundra. Sometimes children, I forget what I'm saying. Now, this one here almost looks like a dragon. But you can make this a mountain with water. And all you got to do... Now, I found this sand at Hobby Lobby. So what I'm going to do is take a spoon, take the sand. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is you can, when your parents or you have some trees you can use this as a nice little display next to the tree. But use your imagination and just go out and hunt for a nice little rock. And then we're going to put this in just like that. And then we're going to put our snow around it. There we go. Just like that. And we'll put it in over here. So it's like the snow falling on it. And there you go. Just use your imagination. Let's put that on the side. And you can get these little brushes. Your dad knows where to get these at. They're called acid brushes. And just brush your snow in. Off the water. And just take your time. You don't have to be perfect. See, even Jaja messes up a little bit. And take your snow, put it in, push it in, push it in. Just like that. So you can imagine this as a dragon's head stuck in a mountain of snow. The mountain looks almost like a dragon's head. Look at that. And you can see if you turn it this way, you got a little cave in there. A little cave in the snow and water, surrounded by water. Now say you can only find a plain, ordinary rock. Just like this sad little rock. If you got a little dish. Now this is some real fine sand that I have. And what you're going to do is just put it in there. First we're going to take this off and put it in the middle. There we go. Oh, that's Jaja's dogs barking. And we're just going to put the stone in. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to take the sand and put it around. There we go. Now with this sand, you can make some nice little ripples like let's see, where's my brush? You can just drag it like the wind's blowing it. See? The wind's blowing it. Just make some ripples in there where the snow is being tossed around by the wind. And you can just play with it like that. Or if you don't have a brush, just use a little stick. Or you can do something like this with a spoon. And just move the sand around. And you have a nice little wind-blown look with the snow and the mountains and everything. That's just from an ordinary little stone that you find. So you don't have to be fancy, just use your imagination. And then your dad can put it next to his bonsai tree, or you can put it on your shelf. And just use your imagination and look what you can do with stones. Or, like I said, you can always find a statue. Let's see if Jaja has a statue over here. And if you don't want to use the rock, You can always put a little statue on the pedestal, like that. And this rock, we can save for another time. And we can, let's see, what can we put over there? We can put some soil on it, right around it. Because if you only got some potting soil for the kids, this is what you can do. What I should have did is pick it up, put the soil there, and you got a little tractor. And it's going to move some soil so you can put in a new garden. So something like that, plain and simple to do. And the pedestal was only $1. Look at that. Something easy and simple to do for the children. So parents, get out there with the kids and go out rock hunting. Or go out to the stores and find some little statues for them. So, remember children, Mr. Elephant says, don't litter. Don't throw your trash out on the streets or on the sidewalk. When you buy something, keep it with you. And when you get home, throw it out in the garbage. And be kind to your parents, because you know it's a difficult stage in life for them. They're apt to be nervous and overexcited because sometimes at work the day goes by a little badly for them. So let them relax a little bit when they get home from work. Let them sit down, eat their supper. After they relax, go there, talk to them, and just be with them and keep them company. So you take care, everybody, and have a nice day. And children, I'll see you every fourth Wednesday on the Children's Corner. Take care, everybody.